Yeah, I'm on my bike again. Okay, so I'm just on my way. Go to the doctors. There's depression's through the roof on and off. Not consistent, but more anxiety. 1 minute I'm okay, next minute I'm not okay. So I'm going to see about that. I'm going to have my testo shot at the same time. So guys, I haven't been doing too well lately. I've been struggling with my depression, and yeah, I've been struggling big time. Oh my god. I'm just wondering if this is just a big mistake.
So I'd been inside for a week. I've been sick all week and feeling really bad. Depression was knocking me around like you wouldn't believe, and I hadn't been able to make a video. I was getting pretty desperate. I'd done a few live streams, and I thought I've got to get out and do some videos. So I had come up with some ideas, and I wrote them down. And yeah, I jumped on the bike, and I thought, well, I'll knock over. I've got a few things to do. I'll go and see my doctor. I want to talk to him about my depression as well. I'll go and get my testo shot. That should give me a lift in a couple of days. And so I decided to do these things. But other than getting my testo shot, everything went wrong. Now I had about 5 different ideas for videos, so I went everywhere. So I went to Soy Bacau, I went to Soy 6, I went to Pattaya, all over. I went to Pattaya McDonald's, Pattaya Beach. And do you think I could put anything together? I went to Soy Pothole, I went here, there, and everywhere. Everything this could go wrong went wrong, and then I'd forget what I was doing and I'd lose the plot, and it was just a nightmare. So anyway, I took a heap of video. What I've done, I've chopped it down, and I ended up making a video in the end, but I was actually back where I started, sitting on Jomtien Beach.
Okay, so this is more like the reason I come to Jomtien. This is my type of town, guys. Just have a look around. It's Kolan over there. This place. The beach. The Bari. It's just lovely here in Jomtien. And that's my idea of somewhere nice to live. Little cafes on the beach and stuff like that, little bars and stuff on the beach. But it can be a big trap, guys. Like a lot of people just come here and fall apart. And, I'm just sort of thinking, did I fall apart, or what happened to me? Because it's not the same as it was 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago, I was loving the world and whatever, and now I'm struggling. So, what's the go? Okay, so that's interesting. Bit of food for thought. Look at this big building there. Massive. And from about pretty much the whole thing basically got ocean views, yeah? So it's lovely, big pool out the back there. Yeah, and restaurants right at the back of it. So guys, Pattaya can be a trap, And often when people come to Pattaya, they think, oh yeah, I'm going to come there, it's going to be great. I'm going to, I met heaps of friends there. I had a great time there last time and met lots of girls and blah, blah, blah. But, it's different when you're on holiday to when you live here, because when you're on holiday, you're the two-week millionaire, all right? You go, and even if you're here for a month or 3 months or whatever, you go and you're, it's a great place. You're having a ball. But when you live here, it's different. Right, so when you live here, you can't spend money like you did when you're on holidays. You're on your holidays, you're spending, $1,000 a week or whatever, no problem. But when you live here, you can't do that all. You can't. You've got to watch your pennies. You can't always go out to the bars every night. You can't go to the movies. You can't go here. You can't go there. You can't go travel and jump on a plane and go sightseeing every day. It just doesn't work like that. And so what tends to happen is you tend to end up in bars, because you met some good friends and that, and then you get bored, guys, and you will get bored unless you got something to do, right? Because it's just like anywhere else, but it's the same as being at home and you got no job, you know? Like, what do you do? What do you do to keep yourself occupied? Might become a gym junkie or take up a hobby or whatever. Well, it's exactly the same here, guys, but what people tend to do is they tend to go down to their favourite bar or restaurant, crack a beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then, you know, the day becomes a blur and each day blurs into the next and blah, blah, blah. And I see it all too often. Now, it never happened for me. I'm not a morning drinker. I never have been. And I don't know if I was an alcoholic. Guys, I'm not sure. I never used to drink every day. Never used to drink every day. Can't drink every day, no way. You know, but always drank sort of 3 or 4 times a week. You know, sometimes half a dozen beers, sometimes 2 or 3, but enjoyed it. But yeah, when a guy come and stayed with me and he was a big drinker, I just drank too much and it was getting too much for me, and it got out of hand. And then yeah, it just continued on, and it just got too messy, and I was drinking too much, and depression just took over, something shocking. Like whereas prior to that, the depression was sort of in check, you know. I'd had some moments and that, but yeah, nothing real bad. But now I know what they say about depression really thrives off alcohol, guys. It really does. And so what I've done over the last week, I haven't had anything to drink, and I've had little spurts of anxiety and stuff like that, but generally I've been pretty good. And yeah, I'm doing remarkably well. I've lost a bit of weight too. I've dropped out 5 kilos, you know, so it's pretty handy. And I just hope it's enough to make a difference. Now, today I went and seen my doctor, and I had a chat to him about depression and that, and he said, well, you've got this far without tablets, you know, now you're getting off the grog and stuff like that. I had my testo shot, so he said, just, you know, run with it for a couple of weeks and see how you go, you know, because you're better off if you can get away with not using anything, don't use anything. You know, he said, you're not lashing out at people and doing things crazy and getting all upset and bursting out crying and what have you, are you? And I said, no, I'm not really like that bad. You know, it's not out of the question for me to get, you know, a bit teary or feel a bit teary, and not actually get teary, but sometimes, yeah, I feel a bit gutted. But yeah, well, I'm not good, guys. I'm not going to say that I am good, but I'm probably not as bad as I was, and not as bad as a lot of people, you know. Like, it's really hard. I know it's different for everybody, but guys, I just want to put it out there. If you're struggling, and you're struggling like me, go and see somebody. Go and see a doctor or a counsellor, or talk to one of your mates, or just make a phone call or whatever, and get it out there, because you don't want to do this stuff on your own. I mean, if you do it on your own, you'll end up bloody doing something you regret, you know. And if you do something stupid, guys, you're not really hurting yourself, you're hurting everybody else. So, don't I know it, yeah. So just take that into account, guys. So look, you're not on your own, you're not a freak, you're not anything. There's so many people like yourselves covering up, and so many people are functioning with it, and then they get home, they fall apart then. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you got a problem, you know, try and fix it, guys. Do something about it, because it's not going to fix itself. Okay?